Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. I am Nur Irene Natasha binti Muhammad Jafri. In this video, I will present my critical review writing which was made for assignment 2 of PQI6029 Digital Skills in Education course. As for the content of this video, the first point is introduction to the journal. Next is an explanation on digital literacy, and then moving on to the background study and the aim of the journal. And the fourth content is the Digital Literacies Initiative, followed by the conclusion of journal, and lastly the overall review of the journal. With that being said, let's get started. The critical writing that has been done is based on a journal titled Digital Literacies in the Classroom: Authentic Opportunities for Student Engagement. This journal is originally one of a chapter in a published book entitled Handbook of Research on Fostering Students' Engagement with Instructional Technology in Higher Education. The interesting part of this book is that it consists of 25 chapters, and each of the chapters in the book is written by different researchers from different countries, which is from USA, China, Turkey, Australia, New Zealand, and Spain. Each of the topics of the book discussed on how to promote or stimulate student engagement in the classroom with the help of instructional technology for higher education. For the purpose of my critical review writing, I will only focus on chapter 7 of the book, which is entitled as Digital Literacies in the Classroom: Authentic Opportunities for Student Engagement. This journal was written by 5 researchers named Laurie Ann Mumpower, Cassandra Branham, Aaron D. Clevenger, Emily Falconer, and also Alex Watkins. All of the researchers are from the same university, which is Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in USA. Before I continue with the critical writing of the journal, let's talk on digital literacies. So, what is digital literacies? The word digital describes electronic technology that generates, stores, and processes data, while the word literacy generally refers to reading and writing skills. But when you combine both words, the terms encompasses much more. The digital literacy is the ability to use information and communication technologies to find, evaluate, create, and communicate information, which require both cognitive and technical skills. Nowadays, we often hear people discuss on the importance of digital knowledge for the 21st century learners. But unfortunately, rather than focusing on literacies, many people focus on skills only. What is the difference between digital skills and digital literacy? Well, the difference is digital skills focus on what and how, while digital literacy focus on why, when, who, and for whom. When teaching digital skills, teacher would only focus on which tool to use and how to use it. For examples, the teacher will guide students on how to download image from the internet and how to insert those images into PowerPoint slides. Meanwhile, for digital literacy, it would include a more in-depth questions. For example, teacher would be more focused on helping students to choose appropriate images, recognize copyright licensing, and cite or get permissions, in addition to reminding students to use alternative text for images to support those with visual disabilities. Next, I will proceed with the background studies and the aim of the journal. Improving digital literacies was described as a significant challenge for 21st century college and universities. Today's students grow up engaging with technologies, social media, and other digital environments, but they often lack digital skills seen as important in the contemporary workforce. While students may be adept as consumers and users of digital technologies, they continue to need critical digital literacy skills to be persuasive, responsible 21st century technologists. Students also often struggle with understanding how to apply conceptual information learned in the classroom to real-world situations. Thus, by providing students with authentic assignments in which students have opportunities to engage in hands-on, process-based tasks is an effective way to help students apply conceptual knowledge. Additionally, as students entering the workforce are increasingly expected to have the skills necessary to produce digital deliverables, authentic digital assignments are an effective way to allow students to develop content knowledge while also developing foundational digital literacies. Several benefits stemming from digital literacy indicate the need for instructors to support students in developing these skills. For example, students with underdeveloped digital literacies are at a disadvantage as limited knowledge of a basic digital literacies skills inhibit success in higher education and is essential to meaningful, empowering communication in the 21st centuries. It was also observed that digitally literate students were more likely to be flexible and open to change, with the students who were digitally literate and preferred to work collaboratively were found to be most flexible. The links between students' success and digital literacy further demonstrate the benefits of incorporating digital assignments in higher education classrooms. Instructors observed a need not only to develop their own digital literacies, but also to incorporate digital assignments in the classroom. However, many instructors are hesitant to do so for a variety of reasons, including a lack of familiarity with the digital tools needed to complete the assignments, uncertainty about how to evaluate the assignments, or a lack of time in the classroom to instruct students and how to use the necessary digital tools. Thus, a digital literacies initiative was created by the researchers in an effort to improve students' digital literacies on a STEM-focused campus. This Digital Literacies initiative was created to support both faculty and students. The initiative are, firstly, faculty development programming supported the development of assignment parameters, detailed assessment rubrics, and scaffolding activities. Second initiative is that a campus tutoring center was piloted to support students in improving their digital literacies. There are 2 campus tutoring centers available, which is Digital Design Studios and Multi-Literacy Centers that can help supplement instructor support by offering a range of digital literacy supports, helping students to build functional as well as critical digital literacies. To continue the argument for the importance of digital literacies and authentic learning experiences, and to identify some best practices for the inclusion of digital assignments in higher education, this journal documents how a digital literacies initiative involving the creation of a digital studio on a STEM-focused campus created authentic opportunities for student engagement while allowing students to practice and develop various components of digital literacy. The researchers provide a review of digital literacy scholarship and relevant research on authentic students' engagement and offers some examples of how faculty can create digital assignments as authentic students' engagement opportunities for students. The first example is by conducting authentic genre and audience analysis in technical report writing. Second example is by making authentic connection through social justice podcasts. And the last example is by communicating STEM content in authentic ways. As a conclusion of the journal, the Digital Literacies Initiative was developed in response to faculty concerns about students' abilities to effectively communicate highly technical content once they enter the workforce. It has grown from a pilot effort with 7 faculty to over 30 faculty and 1,500 students having engaged in digital literacy development at this STEM-focused institution. The experiences of 3 faculty members represented in this journal have elicited a number of best practices needed to facilitate student engagement. Some examples of the practice is, firstly, assessment should drive development growth and maintenance. Secondly, collaborate with your information technology unit on campus. Next is to engage with faculty developers to improve teaching materials. Fourth is to create authentic assignments to facilitate deeper student engagement and learning. Encourage collaborative assignments to allow students to contribute and learn from one another. Engage the broader campus community. Encourage faculty to develop their own digital literacies. And lastly, to remain focused on digital literacies as opposed to digital technologies. For the overall review of the digital literacies in the classroom, authentic opportunities for student engagement journal, this journal is good, grammatically correct, and even though it was quite lengthy, this journal was well written with an important message for public. There is also many interesting facts and issues stated regarding the topic. The elements which influence robustness of the research is included where the researchers displayed the results of the survey which was made in the faculty to show that the students are indeed lack in digital literacy skills. The rest of this journal can reach the basic element in qualitative criticism. Lastly, this research has a good purpose, which they wanted to help students to be more aware of the digital literacies and help them by guiding and organizing digital literacies initiative.